Let's pose. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. My name is Barbara, and for over a decade I've been teaching viewers and subscribers how to cook authentic dishes from my home country of Belize and many other delicious dishes from basic ingredients. Woo! I got Joshua with me today. Shh, I should have. Let me go quietly. Woo!
It's been a while.
Woo! I don't want to scream in people's ear. Woo! I have Joshua with me today.
Worries.
I already screamed in their ear.
No. This is my good ear. This one has tinnitus.
The viewers. I have spaghetti, homemade spaghetti. I've got some homemade guac from Jada. Joe's gonna bring me a piece of bread in a second. Joe, can you bring me some Parmesan cheese also, babe?
And I have a chicken sandwich.
And Joshua has a homemade chicken sandwich, homemade fries, but it's homemade to the degree that he bought the bag of fries and then put it in the air fryer. This is the best way to do fries. Buy it from the store. Don't cut the potato. It never comes out good. If you have a recipe for that where you can peel the potato from scratch, cut it up, put it in cold water, yada yada, let me know. Because that doesn't work for us with none of the air fryers, okay?
It doesn't get crispy.
My thing is hot. That's why I'm doing all the talking. So I have Josh with me today. Thank you, Josh, for coming on the show with me today. Joe's going to sit this one out. Why? Because we want to talk a current event topic that Joe doesn't know too much about. Joe knows what happened, but he don't know all the backstory, right? Joshua knows, and you know how Joshua gets hot. So first of all, the story is about Will Smith and it's Chris Rock, right? Keep on wanting to say Chris Tucker. They both named Chris.
Yeah. There's a lot of Chris's in
Chris
Hollywood.
Rock. First of all, I think I've always told you guys that I always ride with the comics, all right? So I ride with the comics because I feel... Can you pull that door? Can you pull that door in the laundry room there? Because it's loud with the wash.
I know we're talking, but did you see their tweet?
No, who tweeted?
The Golden Globes tweet. They're like, we do not condone violence. And then like the next thing they don't talk about after they go straight into like, congratulations, blah, 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 blah. Not the world, just... in general, and then all the tweets are like, yes, you do condone violence. You had Will Smith committed an act of violence, and he won an award.
And he was able to go back up there and accept his award.
And then talk that speech, man. Talk about like that narcissism. That speech. I was set here by God to be a person who loves and to protect people or whatever. It's like, oh, you are an idiot.
Okay, let me start with my opinion first. First of all, I was never a Will Smith hater. I liked Will Smith. When he was on Fresh Prince, he was a breath of fresh air. I like him. And even every story that I've ever heard of Will Smith... Let's pull this in there. I've seen the food, Josh. Josh, you're not helping.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys. You didn't see the food the whole time. Every report that I've ever read about Will Smith, he's always... They always said that he was greeting his fans... That people who acted with him, like
except for the original Aunt Viv,
big known. Well,
she was right.
Let's leave her out of this for a quick second.
She was right.
Every other thing that I read about him said that he stayed there and he greeted his fans. He would stay late after hours, and he was never mean. Yada yada, and that's what I heard. I can only go by what I heard. So I like, hey, you can't be stirring over there. This thing hot today. So I liked Will Smith. I always wondered what went down with the original Aunt Viv. I liked her. I like both Aunt Viv. Yeah, so I always wonder what went down with her, and now I'm starting to figure it's like something went down for real. She wasn't lying.
No, from what I understand, they reconciled, and she's actually cool with Will did right now. That's from what I understand. I didn't see the tweet, but I just reading about it. Oh, money?
You think she got paid off?
Probably.
Do you think he's involved with Shulmanama? Shulmanati?
Oh, I don't know. I know he's a Scientologist.
Yeah?
Yeah, explain some of it.
Well, I for me, Joshua, it was the privilege of it all. You get up, you slap this guy.
It's not salt, it's assault. You assaulted the guy.
And then you get to just sit down and look.
And you get an award for it.
No, first of all, I need to let y'all know that I was hot under the collar when I was sent this because I didn't believe it was real. I think it's a setup. I see a lot of YouTubers do stuff like this for content. And I always give YouTubers the side eye. You know how many YouTubers I watch, Joshua, where they pull these fake pregnancies? And then they buy, what do you call it? I think ultrasound pictures. They buy pictures with twins sometimes too. They always miscarry at 10 weeks. So I promote Josh the avocados on the corner. But
I have avocado.
they always miscarry at 10 weeks. And they come back with a big video about miscarrying. And I always feel like it's a lie. The main one that I watched, that girl, Bells plus 1 Bells plus 2 or whatever. This girl I used to watch. She had a thing where people said it was a fake pregnancy. I don't know. But she's pregnant for real this time with a 3rd baby. And she's never talked about that miscarried baby. Every time she talks, she goes, my 3rd pregnancy, my 3rd baby, my this, my that, my... I had a miscarriage on my 3rd pregnancy. And I always talk about that miscarriage. I had 3 living births and 1 miscarriage. And I always talk about the pregnancy before this one. You know, so it's like, how come you don't never bring up that one though? I give you the side eye with that. So a lot of people do things for content.
Yes, they do.
And I thought it was that. I really thought that even the Oscars was involved in it.
I could see that.
The members, some members of Oscar.
It's no secret that all these award shows are tanking in views because who wants to watch a bunch of rich who wants to see a bunch of rich, pompous pricks reward each other? You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. Who cares?
No. A report just came out because I was waiting all day for Joshua so we could do this because he eats at 3. And he won't eat anytime before 3. So, I saw a report where they said they were thinking of stripping him of his Oscar.
They should.
I don't think they would do it.
They won't, but they should.
And B, the only reason I'd say don't do it is because I think it was all planned. I think Chris Rock was in on it too. Why else would he not beat him back? Was he like worried about his job if it was for real?
Chris Rock has enough money, who cares? You know
right?
what I mean? I would have swung on him.
And then Chris Rock travels with an entourage. Why wouldn't the entourage get in and beat him too?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it was planned. It's like Janet and the nipple slip thing. I think that was planned too.
Wow, plan. Well, there was another one of those too, but I didn't want to see it. There's another one of those.
What?
Nip slip?
Where?
At the Oscars?
Wipe your mouth, Josh. It's looking nasty and all the hair you have.
Ah.
I don't like to look at nasty mouths when I eat. And I have to edit this. So they did, yeah, so it's like the Oscars are trying to get viewers. That's the only live show that my Aunt Kathy used to like to watch and forced me to watch with her because she was located in Utah and it's live, so it's happening. That's the only thing we could watch together at the same time to where, you know, she don't have to call me later and say, oh, this happened. You know what I mean? That's why I used to watch. I don't like watching award shows. I don't even like watching like music award shows.
I don't like any award show. Even the video game award shows. I just wait until it's done and I see all the announcements after.
And the only way I'm gonna attend a music award show is if Jada's getting an award.
And even then, I'm bringing something to play while I'm in the seats.
When you go to a comedy club and you buy tickets for the front seat or ask to sit in
You're
the
gonna
front,
get roasted.
you have to know that you're gonna get roasted. We always want to be in the front. No matter who's performing, we want to be in the front, and we don't mind if they roast us. Matter of fact, we egg it on. Me and Joe egg on the roast.
And if this did turn out to be real, all the stuff leading up to it will look even more like
A wimp.
yes, a wimp. Because you remember all that stuff happened where he found out what his wife is doing. So before you told what you thought it was.
She said it on the Red Table
Yeah.
show.
And she was proud of it too. So
When she said entanglement.
something like that. But I liked Will Smith in the beginning. I lost a lot of respect for him when I heard what his wife was doing to him, and he just took it, didn't divorce or anything like that. If that's me, we're done, divorce, done. You don't exist anymore. And then this is like, oh, now I hate this guy. I don't want to see it. To be fair though, I haven't watched any movie from him in a while because he hasn't been anything interesting since like Men in Black 2, maybe.
I know you can't stand his family.
Oh, I can't stand the entire family.
He could never stand the wife or the 2 kids.
Well, the daughter seems to be figuring things out, but the son seems to be like his mother.
You know, that's how Jada got her name, from Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh,
Joe's nephew.
Jada Pinkett Smith is someone who just latches on to rich, successful men. Remember Tupac? You know, she's latched on to Will.
I don't know if she was with Will in 1995 when I was pregnant with Jada, but Joe's nephew went to some club and was sitting there like hanging out with her. I don't want to say hook up because that's a different thing. He hung out with her. And she was over there smoking weed openly, according to him, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And he liked her. And he came back and he goes, Auntie, if the baby's a girl, could you name her Jada? And I was going to name Jada Julianne. So, I said, okay, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna put that as the first name, Jada, and it's gonna be Jada Julianne, which worked out because that's a good stage name.
Alright, remember this real quick. Let me pop off real quick.
Go.
To all these idiots out there acting like alopecia is some life-threatening disease where she only has so much time to exist on this earth, get over yourself. She's losing her hair. Who cares? She's a billionaire. Just go have it engrafted into her skull. Or there's some thing out there we can get your hair
I don't even
back.
think she has that.
No. She saved it.
Because isn't it like in patches your hair come out?
Yes, yes.
And then she had like a buzz, right? Mm-hmm. She had like a buzz. It wasn't totally
apparently
bald.
she shaved her head to get ahead of it. But
No, but when she shaved it, didn't the buzz come back in?
yeah, I think so.
If it's alopecia, the buzz is not going to come back totally
patchy,
in.
yeah.
And when it comes to alopecia, you lose hair everywhere. On your eyebrow, your eyelash. I don't believe she. I don't believe her.
She's doing this to just be like, look at me. Because most
She want
celebrities are
attention.
narcissists. And Will
I don't
showed
believe
his
it.
true colors today.
And what happened to
Or
people?
yesterday.
What happened to people that have, true bald head whip out of hair, can't grow at all, or people who are dealing with chemotherapy and cancer and stuff?
The funny thing is,
So you're gonna that's what you're gonna be pissed at because they call you bald head. My mom had bald head for many years because of the cancer.
she's a thin-skinned narcissist. That's what she is. Okay. Because you remember Will laughed, and then you see her, and then she whispered, I'm gonna beat you up or whatever. Like I'm going to hurt you when we get home if you don't act like a man. It's like, really? Really gonna attack Chris Rock and not have him fight the dudes who you're cheating on him with? Apparently they have an open relationship. I don't believe it will agree to
That's
that.
Alcina. I don't think it's open.
Will's a punk. Will took it, and she was like having an open relationship, and that's how Will took it like a punk. Didn't put his foot down, and that's all that madness is building up into him because everybody's laughing at him, and he thought he'd be a big man to sucker punch. Not even sucker punch, sucker slap. Weren't you in an Ali movie? Like, didn't they teach you how to punch, bro?
Because any other man would say, I'm going to beat your ass.
I'm gonna beat the dude who's.
They would say, though, when they approach him, I'm going to beat you.
Yes.
That's what men do.
Yes, that
they
was a sucker
tell you
punch.
they're going to beat you.
That was a sucker punch.
Yeah.
Because if I'm Chris Rock, I don't expect to have to fight somebody on stage at an award show.
If
know
you're
what I
Chris
mean?
Rock, would you sue him?
Okay.
I wouldn't go make a police report.
No.
I wouldn't. And the reason I wouldn't is because of the race issue. If it was a white person, maybe I would have did it. But because it's another black person, maybe I wouldn't.
No, that's what pissing me off more about. Well, big man. What if that was a woman? Would you hit her? Nah, you wouldn't have. And what if that was what if it was a big dude like The Rock? You wouldn't try to attack nobody who could body slam you. Nah, you wouldn't. You're a little. I was gonna call you a little punk, dude.
And what about what people are saying that Disney owns this Oscars or whatever, and they're trying to cover up the fact that the three girls in the beginning, Amy Schumer and Regina Hall and
They're
whoever
all
said,
terrible.
and they all went up there and said the word that Disney don't want them to say, which is gay, whatever. And it's like, what if that's it? What if, that's like a distraction? If it's real, because I still don't think it's real. I think it was staged.
I don't think it was really there. All I know is that these shows are all terrible. But they wanted to fail. Why would you hire Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and was it Regina something? Nobody likes those people. They're all woke activists. Nobody likes those people. Like, you wanted this show to tank. I would never hire Amy Schumer for anything. She's automatic just fail if you hire for anything.
And I like her uncle,
Who's your uncle?
Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Senate.
Huh?
The old man.
Wow. Like, Amy Schumer has no talent. The only reason she's famous is because she lucked out in a time where unfunny people can become famous because of what the vile they're spewing. But she's not funny. We're running out of real comedians.
And what I was saying about sitting in the front row, he knew where he was going to sit. And being roasted by the comics, Jory Shepard did that to me when I went to her first show. When she wasn't sure who I was, because I went there to meet her, right? Because we had been talking. And since then, when I go to her shows, well, another time I went to her show and she just avoided roasting me. Because we're friends. And I told her, look, don't do that.
Yeah, lean in.
I go to the front to get roasted. You know I'm going to play along. Roast me to smithereens.
You know what's funny? There are people out there with real life-threatening diseases, and they're fine with people making fun of them. They laugh
Real
at that
diseases.
stuff. They lean into that stuff because you know what I mean?
People missing a foot, an eye, and people just call them all type of stuff.
People in a wheelchair, like, come on, roast me. I don't care. I'm here to laugh, man. Go for it. Those people usually,
She won't go off about a bald head.
about her bald head.
Girl, please. At least
Buy a wig.
At least you don't have cancer. Yes, put on a wig. There's some beautiful wigs out there.
You have
I
money.
Wish I could get
you
one.
can get wig with real human hair. You don't have to get horse hair.
For real.
You can get real human
Some
hair.
little girl over there in India.
Get prettier hair than what you had before. I have never liked Jada Pinkett Smith. I've never found her attractive. I've never found her talented. I was like, Will, back when I liked Will, you could do better. But right now, you got exactly what you deserve, bro. You got exactly what you deserve.
So Aunt Viv is defending him. The first Aunt Viv.
The one who clashed with him. She's probably one of the few people in the world
She
who told
hated
him
him for years.
Yeah.
She hated him for years.
But, money's crazy, allegedly.
Money talking bull crap. You know what? I'm telling you guys from now, that big YouTuber that's coming to eat with me, he cusses on his platform, and I don't think I'm going to stifle him. I think I'm going to let him be himself and just warn you guys that there's going to be bad words. I don't see what's wrong with bad words.
I don't either.
You guys do worse than what the bad words say.
But you know how YouTube is. Everything's kid gloves.
If it's a setup and the Oscars were involved in it, Joshua, I wouldn't let them do that to me. I wouldn't let them do that to me. I'm already black. The other person already black. And for the people that are new to the channel, she black, but she the top boy. I come from Belize. All right. I've never known myself as nothing but black. I'm not Hispanic. I'm not white. I'm black. All right.
It's like how some South Africans are light skinned.
Right. So it says I'm already black, and I'm gonna let them sit me with another black person that does look like some hoodlums. That's how they portray us, anyways, right? Like we're savages, and that's what he did. To me, that's not defending your wife.
No, absolutely not. And why would you want to defend this woman? She made you look a fool, dude. What does she have on him?
They say secretly he's in the closet.
Oh. Well,
allegedly. Who cares?
Who cares? Especially nowadays, nobody cares, bro.
If it's true, who cares?
Who cares?
It's like
that's not a thing to be ashamed of anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't know. If it's real, Chris Rock handled it a lot better than me because Will would have been on the floor. I would, as soon as he walked away, I'd be like, "Oh, tackle! You want to sucker punch me? I'll sucker tackle you. Let's go."
The only thing that would have been worse is if he came and spat on him. Oh,
Will wouldn't be able to walk. I'm telling you,
if anybody spit on me, it's gonna be officer. I blocked out.
Yep.
I didn't know I beat him.
Violent rage, and then when you come back, I'm like, "Oh man, where am I?
Who am I?"
Spit is so much worse. Like, just punch me. If you're gonna spit, just punch me. But yeah, like I usually thought celebrities trained when they do a movie like Keanu Reeves will train with guns when he did John Wick, but apparently Will didn't train to be a boxer in that Ali movie because that was a weak punch or a weak slap. You know what I mean? Like, what was that, bro? And that's why I think it's fake too, because that was like a little sissy slap. And he's over there crying his crocodile tears.
When he went back and he sat down and he started to scream, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth." He mouthed that sentence so articulately. People don't talk like that.
Yeah, well,
it's hard for deaf people to read lips with regular people because people don't talk and form their words like that. Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. Go look back at the video.
Slow motion.
That's what he did. Slow motion the video. See what he did. I'm like, that's a little bit of overacting. I know you wanted to win that Oscar and everything, but a little bit of overacting for me.
He gotta keep Chris says he gotta keep her name out of his mouth, but she couldn't keep all those other men out of her mouth. I'm just saying. It's weird. You don't fight your wife when she's a town bicycle, but when a person cracks a joke, that's when you want to act like a man. Yeah, man, you're a little.
And he didn't call her a whore.
She is though. She is.
But that's not why Chris Rock did.
No, he even started like, "Hey, Jada, I love you." That softens the joke. Like, "Hey, we're just playing here." And that wasn't even soft. Wasn't G.I. Jane like really tough and badass in that movie?
And pretty.
Yeah, she was good looking in that movie. Not the person who played her, I forgot who else.
Demi Moore.
Yeah, she made bald work, man. Bald's hard to work, man, male or female. I know I can't.
When he said it, I really thought there was a G.I. Jane 2 coming up.
Me too.
And she was going to be the star of it now and not Demi Moore because Demi Moore is older now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought at first. And then when he went up and he slapped him, I'm like, okay, what's that about? And then to me, because I feel like Chris Rock leaned into the slap.
No, he did. That's why I feel like it's staged too. Like, because that was a weak slap. It's either staged or Will's like, I look like an idiot. I don't want to really hurt this guy, but I have to look like that or Jada's going to tear me apart when we go home. You know what I mean? Because, she has my what's in a jar.
She has her, cajones in a jar.
Yes. Labels.
Man.
I'm leaning towards fake because that was... If it's not fake, Chris Rock's going to get a nice windfall. He's going to get a good stand-up show and all that. Watch.
If it's fake, Who all do you think was involved?
The Oscars, because they know their whole thing is declining. Nobody cares about this.
So
crap.
then they're not gonna pull his Oscar.
No, they're not. They're just saying that to like try to get heat off of them. They're not. Absolutely not.
What was their tweet again? We do not condone violence.
And then they just switch right into something else right after that. And people are over there tearing apart. You have idiots out there like, we'll protect this queen. That's not a queen. Queen does not cheat on you. Queen does not make you look weak and emasculated. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that queen and king crap anyway. But I'm just saying, that's not a queen. You know what I mean? Queen's supposed to have some regalness about her. Like I remember when Will got her, I was like, really? Well, you could do better than that, bro. You're rich, famous, and all that crap, man. You could get like a good-looking woman. Because I don't find her attractive at all. And she has no relevancy. She's only relevant because she's married to Will. What has she been in lately? That crappy Gotham show?
She's on that stupid red tabletop bullcrap that they have on Facebook.
That's not a real show.
Facebook promotes that show all over town, but can't promote mine.
That's not a real show. That's she still exists because of Will, and that's why she like has him locked in. The kids are of age, so he could divorce her, and she can't get child support off of him.
No, well, in the beginning, because this is Will's second marriage.
Who's married to originally?
I don't know what that lady name. The lady has a son with him. Nice looking dude. He said he never wanted to divorce ever again in life.
Okay, well,
and
you shouldn't have picked someone like her.
He was forcing a relationship between the other baby mother and Jada Pinkett, like if they were sister wives and stuff back in the day. Like, oh, I like you and my sweetheart to be friends. That's what a song when I was growing up. And I remember Steve Harvey said, that's for rich people.
Yeah.
You all regular women better not be making no friends with the ex-wife, right? So, he said he never wants to divorce ever again, and I think that's his thing. He doesn't want to divorce. That's why he stays there.
Oh, so he's gonna just be abused by her like that? I'm sorry, but
He's gonna stay on that ring all day.
No, he's getting it. There's no way I would stay in an abusive relationship like that. Maybe not physical, but she mentally has him.
Ring loud because he's hearing impaired. Go ahead, Josh.
And yeah, under the, if it's real, that was just a lot of buildup, and he took out his little cuck rage on the wrong person. He should have went after the person right next to him, and just divorced her and had a better life.
Then they say, which treat has somebody tried Cameron?
Denzel, Tyler Perry. I have my favorite like Tyler Perry's there.
Bradley Cooper. I was trying to calm him down, like.
Calm him down.
Really?
Like Will Smith. Come on, anybody can beat Will Smith in a fight. Will Smith ain't nothing. Will Smith's a joke, and he's a fake. Now, it's funny how I like his whole career. I don't cuss in my raps, and I'm family friendly, and I'm a nice guy. Didn't he slap a reporter or something like that?
He stopped a white guy before.
Yeah.
A white reporter. I forget for what.
But he slapped him. His reaction to things seems to be violence. Like way to perpetuate the stereotype again. Oh, they're all fake. They're all fake. And I'm talking like the top dogs, not the ones just like, being a normal person just trying to live paycheck to paycheck. I'm talking the top dogs who live in La La Land, who have tons of money and can't feel anything about gas prices or anything like that, and raise children who are like, oh, just have your father pay for it. Who needs school?
Because we've met a lot of people through Sherry Shepherd, and all those working comics and actors are down to earth people.
Yes. I mean,
we met. They're legit.
They make more than us, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck just like us.
And when they meet us, when Sherry said, this is my friend, this is, her family, they welcome you right away.
Yeah, I remember I was like hesitant to meet people, but I was like, it's been pretty chill so far.
Who was the nicest person I met? The lady that plays Nana on Mike and Molly.
Oh.
She's a black lady, but she plays an older person.
Oh.
At one of the backyard parties.
Who was the one with the flag shoes? She was cool too. I forgot her name. Remember she broke her heel or something like that? She had like a red, white, and blue like flag outfit.
Jada will probably have to tell you.
I remember she was real nice though. She was a comedian. She was cool.
Look, we even met Omarosa, and she was nice.
Bro, I was sitting. I didn't realize I was sitting next to her. I was just watching. I forgot they were playing like dominoes or cards, something like that.
And then when they play Academy, they play I can't remember the play.
I forgot what it was. Old Maid? No.
The stuff that old black women play.
I forgot what they were playing.
Don't remember it. Go ahead.
They were trying to teach me too. I didn't know I was sitting next to Omarosa, and I was like, oh crap, Omarosa. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. And it's like, oh no, she was quite pleasant.
Not just pleasant. She was all over Joshua and Jada.
Okay, I was talking to. I wasn't because I'm a guy, so I don't pick up on that stuff. But I was like, Jada, Because I was kind of like, hitting on me. She was like,
What's the name of that stupid card game? Spades.
Oh, spade. I don't know how to play that.
She was teaching Jada. She says, if you're going to grow up to be an old black woman, you need to learn how to play spades.
I wouldn't mind learning dominoes. That looks pretty easy to learn.
And Stevie Wonder? Oh my God. Nice person to meet. He was there eating. He was eating Cheeto Puffs. Man after my own heart. Man after my own heart. Before he had his meal.
You met freaking Aunt Zelda. I mean, Aunt Hilda.
Uh-huh.
I wish I could have spoke to Aunt Hilda. Man. I love that Sabrina show.
The lady that played the butler in the Lindsay Lohan movie where she was the twins. What's that called?
It Takes Two? Was it It Takes Two? No.
Lindsay Lohan movie where she played twins.
Was it the lady who oh my God.
And then
Parent Trap.
One of the twins lived in England and one lived in America.
Yeah, and one had like a normal life and one was like rich.
So they were both rich.
Oh, okay.
But the one that lived in America had a butler that was a lady. Jessie or something like that.
Oh my God. I'm mixing it up.
We met her. I went to a function that Cherry Shepherd invited me to.
Oh, no wonder I remember.
And I busted my shoes when I was stepping out of the little chair area. And I was walking like flappity flop like that with the shoe. And she took crazy glue out of her purse and stopped and fixed my shoe. When I tell you these people are nice, they're nice. Okay, I'm not even trying to pretend.
That's why like real comedians, not modern day ones who don't tell real funny jokes. The real comedians are just people who are trying to function. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't do celebrity blogging, Joshua. Because if they say something bad about a celebrity I met and I know they were nice, I'm gonna have to correct that.
Exactly.
They were bashing Tisha Campbell at one point, and I had to write in somebody's comment. I've met her, and first of all, she doesn't because it was an ugly picture of her.
Well, everybody has their ugly angles and shots, yeah.
And we met her. That girl was flawless. Pretty smooth skin. Very, 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 very light skin. I know I look light in these lights, but
well, the lights are like
she's like pale light. And so I went by her and go, you better get out the sun, girl. You're burning already. And she goes, thank you for reminding me. I keep forgetting. She loved Jada right away. The nicest people. So I'm really shocked at this incident. I still think it's fake. I'm going to end it by saying I think it's fake.
I feel it's fake too. Because Chris leaned into that.
Mm-hmm. The way he mouthed the thing when he went back, that's the part for me.
Yeah, where he was...
And I think even when he slapped him, we could hear it. Kind of like they had the sound effect ready, waiting in the back.
It looked like Chris was like, okay, this is going to happen. I have to be ready to take this hit right now. Let's do it. Yeah.
You guys tell me how this camera worked. This camera has a better scientific coloration. It's this Canon M50, and it's supposed to go better with food because I don't like it for my skin. I think it makes me look beige.
I can see that.
It has some. Jada says it has something like too much red in the coloring, and it doesn't go. I don't think. But I'm so afraid. Look at this one, Josh. I'm so afraid of this one. This is a Sony ZV-1.
This is the one that gave you problem? This one? I thought it was the light one.
This one.
Oh, this
one gave me. Oh, that one stop.
Movie recording has been stopped because the maximum recording limit has been reached.
Okay. Want to start and stop, or you just want to wrap
start
up
it and stop it. You know what? We could wrap up on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna wrap up on this one, guys, because this one stopped. See, that's the problem with this one too. It has a maximum
was it 30,
recording.
28?
I think it's 30 minutes or 28 minutes. This one is unlimited recording time.
Well, this one's a newer one, so
I think they did it that way. Sony did it that way to
for
vloggers.
us,
For vloggers. Yeah. So and for people who want to live stream and stuff like that. So anyways,
people go for hours.
This will go for hours too, but it would have to be hooked to the computer and plugged into the external battery
because
thing.
the memory can only take 3 hours.
Yeah. So on this one, the thing filmed perfectly. It played back on the camera perfectly. Even when I pulled it off onto the desktop of the computer, it played perfectly till I dropped it into the editing program. And then it had a glitch where it went to black screen. It froze and it never undid. No matter how many times I pulled it back off of the camera, it didn't get fixed. And so a friend of mine suggested it could be the computer and the editing program, so I wanted to test try it in Jada's, but I already threw away the footage. I was so pissed. So I don't want this to fail when that young man comes.
I would use
because
both
I would
cameras
cry.
On the safe side.
I would cry. I'm gonna use both like this.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up over there with the big table and everything. I'm gonna use both, and I don't know how it's gonna be recorded because he has to record something for his channel too, I believe. I think what you do is like you tape 20 minutes for one person and then just turn their camera on and tape 20 minutes for somebody else and then share the footage or something. I don't know how it works. I'm going to ask him when he calls.
Just make space for his camera. I thought he's bringing an army of cameras, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him he's going to call me 2 days before the date that we record. And I'm going to ask him all the rules then because I've never really collabed in person with somebody except for Jovi B. And we just went to the beach and I turned on my camera and recorded and I gave her some of the footage. Yeah. That's all we did, right? Anyways, guys, if you want to know how to become a sponsor to the show, if you have a show idea, hit us up at this email below, barepantryshow@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and of course, we look forward to your comments. What do you guys think? You think it's fake news? Do you think that this was something that was rehearsed and planned? And if you think it is, do you think the Oscars are involved in it? And also, do you think it's just Will and Chris that planned it out, right? Because why did he not, I'm not saying file a police report, but come say something. Right? He's a whole comic. And is Chris going to get a whole series out of this? I would roast him in every show that I did after this point, you know? So it's like, what do you think happened?
They're having a Streisand effect. People are roasting his wife even more now because he said not to do it. That's human nature. You told me not to do it. I'm going to do it.
If you want to know what we're talking about, because some people are not aware of what's happening, go Google it. Go Google Will Smith and Chris Rock at the Oscars, and you'll see the video where he's, where he went up there and slapped the host. He was the host, right? He was hosting?
Who?
Chris Rock.
Yes.
People kept saying he wasn't hosting. He was
hosting a part, I think, because Schumer and the other two were there. So.
They were hosting too. Okay. Yeah, and I don't condone that type of violence. I almost hope that it's fake because I believe it's fake. And they were doing it for content like other YouTubers do. Right now, Joshua B loves Ola's son. A whole group of them are doing some videos, and I feel like it's fake. I feel like they're doing it for content.
I assume if it's YouTube, it's fake for sure.
That's okay if you want to do that for content, but some people get really, really pissy mad about that type of stuff because they're like, oh, we were believing you and feeling a type of way. And stop feeling a type of way about these YouTube content creators because they don't care about you.
They don't.
I think I'm the only content creator that care about my viewers. They don't care. And you know how you can tell? Go comment on their page and see if they answer you. Please. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next upload. The next couple of uploads are gonna be cooking videos, I believe. I already have them edited. I just had to bump them to put this one out.
Yep.
Time sensitive. Bye.
Bye.
Remember, guys, we are not buying this book. Pick up a copy of this book instead. Beans and Rice Volume 2 is the only Belizean cookbook backed by the Bear Pantry Show. Take a look at all these wonderful recipes you'll find inside the pages. Not interested in Belizean dishes? Then the Pantry Laid Bare with these better than restaurant quality comfort foods might be the perfect book for you. Only need a small batch or a meal for two? Then pick up a copy of No More Leftovers. Each book has many choices of delicious dishes from basic ingredients.